All right, I should be live.
I should as well. Chat, if anyone
All right,
can give me a heads up if y'all can see and hear me,
sick.
that'd be great.
We're both just doing our checks and balances.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, yo.
Good old
I
Montage.
guess no fancy fanfare, right? Oh, I can hear myself.
Well, you definitely want to. Well, unless you like listening to yourself. I don't like listening to myself ever.
All right, there we go. I could hear myself in my like browser feed of your stream. It was freaking me out. All right, I think I'm good. You good?
Yes. Okay, so I have several questions here, like right at the start.
Yeah.
Because it's been a hot bit. So the first thing I want to ask here, like right at the start, is when it comes to like designing your build for these battles, do you like worry about how efficient the capture rate is of units? Like, is there a major difference between how good like a unit of skinks is at capture weight versus a unit of saurus versus like a unit of chameleon skinks versus crocsgores versus a dinosaur?
Generally not. So
Okay.
like, I think with the exception of like the expendable units, it only really matters if you're playing like a trading play style, like a Wood Elves kind of kite thing, and you have to take capture points fast, or your faction's super slow. As Lizardmen, if you have any number of skinks in your armor, you're fine.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I assume the world still sort of operates on the thing of that it's generally something I've seemed to notice is that with rare exception, it seems like it's pretty much always better to take a wizard lord. Like I don't know, like I think I've seen some decent builds that have been popping up recent times where people will like have a summonable wizard that's like kind of cheap.
Yeah.
Which you might be able to get away with Lizardmen because the skinks are actually relatively fast. But
Like if you want to go meta, actually one thing I can do, I can actually I'll let you workshop your own build first. When we go into like you versus quick battle, then I can help workshop some armies. I think
That's
the
fair.
meta though is probably like, you know, your Mazamundis or like or just like a normal Slan.
Yeah, because I know I will almost assuredly end up breaking away from the meta very quickly, but we'll see what we come up with. Okay, so is there gosh, so the question is what do I want to start with today? Let's see. I mean,
I will say, I
yeah.
found the lore of high magic Slan with the Tempest ability pretty good.
Oh yeah, just because he has the ability to like shut down flyers sufficiently.
Yeah. But Demons of Chaos are like really good at Lord sniping. Just a heads up.
That would make sense. That makes sense. I need to talk to CA about changing Mazmundi's spell list. I would give so much for them to switch out Harmonic Convergence for Soul Quench. It would make me so happy to give him just a cheap ping damage spell. Okay, so do you want me to tell you what I'm taking, or should I just like build a list and then we hop into a game and just kind of go from there?
We can yeah, we can just build a list.
Okay. So I think I will start with the high magic Slan. I think that's a good idea. I know you have strong opinions about this, so I will go ahead and ask.
Sure.
What is like for you? What's like the necessary effectiveness of buff abilities or buff spells for them to be worth taking? Like the Aura of Quetzal, is that like, oh yeah, that's worth having, like that's good buffs for 25 seconds? Or because I know you have often been a very strong proponent of CA likes to throw around buffs but then doesn't make them big enough or last long enough to ever actually be useful.
Wait, which lore is the Aura of Quetzal?
So that's the magic item. So it's
the magic item. Okay.
It's the 35 meters around the Slan. You get 30 armor and 24 melee defense for 25 seconds. and you can use it
35.
an infinite number of times.
Generally not super worth.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, most of them aren't too worth. The ones that give magic damage are situationally useful if you're like worried about really high physical resist, or if you have like some burst.
I would guess the go-to spells for high magic are Tempest, Apotheosis, and I guess if you're feeling a little cheeky, you could take Soul Quench, but I imagine most people don't.
Yeah, usually like 2 spells is good enough.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. I don't imagine a hero would really be worth it. Like maybe a Scar Veteran, but I feel like that would be only for particular circumstances. Like I don't know if against demons if it's worth maybe having like a Scar Vet on like a cold one to deal with certain kinds of large entities or monsters. But I don't know if his stats are good enough for that or if it's better to just take like a Feral Carnosaur.
I think you're probably fine just going for no heroes, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
or
then,
like, it depends on like if you want like a big single entity fight. I think it'll probably be good for me to just send you like this build. It's a pretty like generalist build.
sure, shoot me like a
And then that way you can kind of know what you're going up against. You did say you wanted to try Demons of Chaos.
Yes.
So this is going to be a proper build instead of a meme build. And then that way you can kind of get a feel for them.
That would be good. Yes, I'd like to see.
Some people are worrying for your for your ability to survive like the sweatiness.
Don't worry, I will adjust. I used to be quite decent at the multiplayer in this game. Once upon a time. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. Okay, so looking at the metademon build.
It's not like super meta, but like it has
a build. We'll say that. So the thing that would jump out at me, obviously not, I wouldn't have the advantage of knowing this advanced and realistic, but shaking off fuzziness. I feel like Ripperdactyls would probably be like a really, really good take in this matchup. Of that, like especially the Colossadon Hunters. I feel like the Colossadon Hunters would be really good at threatening a lot of these targets between their like anti-large and being able to just like chew shit up.
Mm-hmm. I think like I don't know how well Blue Fire does versus them, but like probably not a bad choice to try and secure the air, since demons like going for big air builds.
Yeah, I mean I feel like it would definitely be a bit of a gamble because if they end up I imagine I know Furies are reasonably popular, and if someone spammed enough Furies, I don't feel like the Lizardmen could really contest the air game against a considerable amount of Fury spam.
Yeah, like actually, Furies would probably be a nice addition here. Actually, it's only normal Furies.
But I would assume that Temple Guard are still considered kind of meh. I don't think I've seen them in many matchups.
Yeah, they'd probably just get shot up.
Yeah, it's like they just get torn apart. And plus, I mean, against demons, like it's like, oh, you get Guardian, but it's physical resist, so that doesn't actually help and do much. Like I could see the Star Chamber Guardians being okay, but that's a lot of investment in a single unit, and it seems I can still see them being pretty decent. I mean, with the improved stats and the fact they have magic damage, so they can actually cut through physical resist. And then for Lizardmen nowadays, is it generally better to try and focus more on Swarm, or is it better to try and, or do some people go for kind of more of a, I imagine it's between more of like, do you go Swarm or do you go more single entity?
I think probably mostly wide. From experience, wide builds just seem super good right now.
Alright, let's try...
Yeah, so like a solid handful of skinks. And then maybe like 1 or 2 Saurus in the starting. And then like monsters, I would go pretty cheap. So like Bastiladons or Stegodons.
Hmm.
And then that's probably as big as I'd go. I do find Pterodon riders are really nice if you are confident you can win the air game. Like I think they might be a core unit that you just take most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like these guys would be better. I feel like Ripperdactyls are better as a summonable unit as opposed to like in the initial army. Just because they can get to where you need them to be really fast. So I've got 4 squads of skinks. Definitely want some. Are chameleons? Would you find that chameleons are substantially better than the regular skirmishers?
Yeah, because they got like a million missile resist.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
Yep.
And then take some cheap dinos. I mean, I feel like for running the Rev Crystal is generally not worth it unless you're going big dino, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we take one of these, and then I think I want a unit of. Do I want 1 or 2 of these? I think let's take 1. And then
Noticing the Coatl with collision attacks is good versus Furies now.
is it really?
I have no idea. My chat loves Coatls, so
I love them if CA had not fucked up their design, but unfortunately, that is the world we live in. Though that I don't know, a part of me kind of wants to test that, but I won't do that for my first game. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit. Let's try this maybe. By the way, anyone in chat that is watching my build, if you're like, Sotek, you fool, do this other thing, I am all ears. You think the solar engine's worth taking? Solar, how expensive is the solar engine? 1,200. I mean, it's not. I feel like, yeah. I mean, I guess it's decent. It's not something that I think is going to be like easily jumped on.
I would take the ranged skinks actually. They're really good. Like the javelin ones.
Oh, it's the basic ones.
Yeah, I got your stream up right now, so I can.
Yeah, that's fine. So let's shave off one of these, so that I can take, and then I've got 700 left.
Yeah, range skinks and like cavalry.
Cavalry, Lizardmen. I would sell my soul right now for Lizardmen to get a. I would be so happy if Lizardmen could get a. Like a DLC that gives us skink horned riders with like precursor javelins, so we could have like some
horned riders. Those exist? Dang.
Yeah. The original horned riders were skinks, not Saurus. Okay, and then for my reinforcement units, I need things that can operate at a good distance or get into the fray quickly, or like
and probably like some reserve infantry.
Yeah, so let's try. I think the Ripperdactyls will be really nice. I think maybe let's bring some extra Saurus. Maybe a couple of extra skinks. Oh, that's all the skinks I can bring. Maybe actually one of those, and then I think Sacred Croxagors could be good to have, bringing some extra magic damage.
Pterodon riders.
Yeah, and then let's grab like 2 Ptero. Are Fire Leech Bolt? What's the situation between Fire Leech Bolas and Poison Techs?
Fire Leech Bolas are better versus infantry. So
okay, so they do actually.
Usually the poison attacks are better because you want to snipe single entities.
Yeah, that's fair. So okay, let's run with this, I guess, for game 1 and see how that goes.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Someone's saying the ROR Sacred Croxagors are really good. What do you know what they do?
Yeah, I don't think they. Well, on top of being strength rank 9, so they're gonna have like the improved stats. Their big thing is they have armor sundering, which I don't know how. I don't think that would get terrible mileage against demons.
Yeah,
as
no.
armor's not really a thing. Like, I feel like you'd be better off just taking a higher rank regular unit instead of the ROR, unless the ROR is like a discount for rank 9, in which case I guess there's that. Just these stream sniping. Oh, whatever will I do? Sector
Alright,
8,
here
thanks so
we'll
much for
go.
gifting a sub. I really
So,
appreciate it.
heads up. This build has the ROR skull cannon.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. I saw it.
So you'll have to mostly, like, that is basically the main thing that'll be played around for this whole battle, I suspect.
Yes, that will be the thing that I'm going to be very, very doing my best to be wary of.
And then the other thing is...
oh, that's
sniping
playable.
tools.
That's playable water. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually... it's proper water here. The, what's it? The ROR Noblars. Rejoice.
Yeah, yeah, the fucking Boglars, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite. They have such a goofy mechanic for that.
Straight up reviving.
Yeah, that was the funniest thing when they revealed that, was that they took that the goofy ass little lore blurb and were like, because the lore blurb was like, it's believed by like some scholars they like spawn in water, and it was like, sure, why not?
Dang.
Is that actually how it works? Sure. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The myths were true.
Okay. I think this. I'm happy with this.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so this will mostly come down to trades rather than capture points. Another heads up.
Okay, so I imagine in my case then that means I probably want to be a little bit more cagey at the start.
Yeah, like you want to try and set up engagements, and you want to set up to shut down the cannon or stop it from getting value.
Fair.
Okay, Lord position's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide where you don't shoot me in the face immediately, because that would be nice to avoid.
Mm-hmm. And I do kind of wonder how the burning chariots do. Let's see, so it's a Bastillodon, probably not worth the blue firing. We'll say the Saurus peeking out of the forest might be getting focus fired. There's your Lord. Oh, okay. Nice. Colossadons, very nice. I don't think my Lord just dies here. I think he does make it out. I also wonder if the cannon is good versus Colossadons. If
We will find out.
That would be very unfortunate. Okay. Medium unfortunate. See, okay, nice. You got your cavalry supporting your skirmishers. Very good. Oh, I got the burning chariot. I was thinking of the other unit. Whoopsie daisies. I'm sure it's fine. Pterodons, alright. Good, going for the air control. Alright, so this is the fight you mostly want to try and win here. Oh boy, come on, don't die. See, where'd the Colossadons go? Okay, they're already routing, dang. Yeah, I don't know, they feel kind of squishy.
Oh, they are. They're glass cannons, but
yeah,
I don't know. They got some pretty decent damage out of it.
Okay, let's see how this plays out. In theory, your skink should be able to wreck my guys pretty hard. Though, it seems like they're getting a little bit too close. This might be a very hard game to get air control, actually. I feel like Demons of Chaos are real good at that. Ugh. I think slight overextension with the Pterodons and the Colossedons.
Oh, yeah, that is very... Oh, that thing can firewall moving. That's not nice.
Yeah. Overall, middle fight went a little sus too. Probably could have actually just kept hiding instead of the big engage. I find the Lord of Change is surprisingly slippery.
Yeah, I didn't realize until a little late that he has the Fury summon. That is a very nice ability.
In every game that I've played against him, I feel like it's just not worth trying to snipe him. I've never actually gotten a kill on him. Let's see, how well did that Burning Chariot do? Not the greatest, but it did help me win the air game. Alright, now the big question is, do you have something that can deal with the dog spam at this point?
We will have to find out.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I was thinking, like, you kind of need the cavalry, but you might not trade too well. Let's see here, let's get the chariot. How was the cannon doing? Pretty good. Alright. Yeah, this definitely is looking pretty rough. You know, maybe we start you off with Demons of Chaos. They're like pretty crazy. Oh, you are killing the artillery. That's good.
Okay, good. That thing's gone.
I think the only thing I'd change about this build is probably just swap out the I'd probably just swap out the chariot for the other flamethrower guys. Are the normal flamethrower guys flying now? Is that what they did?
The Changebringers, yes.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking about.
Yeah. Who are those Saurus? Let's get these guys. Oh, you actually still have 2 points. Oopsie daisies. Yeah, I think what we should try after this is maybe you get a Demons of Chaos game versus me. We can do like a hot swap.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Ooh, that's brutal actually. The Tempest is actually really good. That's probably got killed.
Yeah, I think I got him.
That might actually change things here. That makes things a little sus. Oh, Sacred Croc scores are actually... Okay, I can see why they're good here. They got magic attacks. Okay, you know what? Maybe this ain't over yet. Let's see here. I guess, yeah, I basically have what? I got my dog spam. Oh dang, Secret Croc score is actually kind of cooked.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty good work over there.
Dang.
I mean, demons are squishy, and that's their one downside is they've got no armor.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, do I have Tool versus Sacred Croc scores? I'll probably try and snipe them. The flyer. I did not expect them to do so well. They did get buffed like a little while ago, right? Like half a year ago or something.
I am the wrong person to ask.
Right. True. Let's see how this mobility fight goes.
What's the general wisdom on like unsummoning? Like, when's the priority of like getting units in and out?
I see a lot of people unsummon pretty regularly. So like, if you know, after the unit's at like a quarter HP, they just get unsummoned. So I'd say probably after, you know, about that point.
Oh, if I got rid of the fucking Hellforged Legion.
You have the foe's victory point.
Dang, artillery snipe and lord snipe. Pretty good. Let's see here.
Oh, my pterodons are out of ammo. It's like, why are we?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Artillery's back. Okay, you know, this might not be as bad for me as I thought. Especially if I get the cavalry kill here. I think definitely the cavalry, if you can manage to keep them safe, then you might be good, because you can just kind of value trade me for the rest of the fight. I think that's kind of what I'm most worried about right now.
I appreciate the terrain eating a lot of that.
Yep. Oh boy, Croxagores are coming. Okay, I do get the very expensive cavalry though. Sacred Croxagores are coming in, so I'm kind of just hoping the artillery is able to outtrade the Croxagores, because we're both down to very few units right now. So I think the game comes entirely down to who can take more value fights, with you having a slight advantage on being able to win on capture points potentially. Okay, artillery does not kill the Croxagores, good to know.
I was gonna say, it's not, I don't think it's that great against monstrous infantry.
Yeah, I was hoping the direct shots would do alright. Alright, let's see. So we do get the skinks. And what do we do about these Croxagores? Do I have... I did try the Seekers of Slanesh. They did surprisingly bad. Let's see. I could wait. I don't have a lot of time, though. No, honestly, verse demons, yeah, I would stick with the sacreds. Probably should have summoned the Angels of Decay. Alright, you know, let's try this. All my money's on these Hellstriders now. I doubt they'll be able to take out your cav, but we'll see.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you get that triple cap. I'm banking on just trading here at this point to pull back. Seekers are OP right now. Says Flying Taco. The Secret Chariots or the Seekers of Slanesh? Really? Apparently Slanesh is banned in Dom a lot. Yo, I'm learning things. Alright, here we go. I will say, be careful on overextending here.
Oh yeah, good point.
Definitely you can comfortably give up 1 point. Yeah, and then just kind of skirmish and try to take better engagements. The main thing is you want to get your Croxagores on some value targets.
They got like weirdly stretched out around that pillar. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, the pillar's janky. Alright, here we go. Alright, so my goal right now is to try and take back 2 points as soon as I can, and then use the rest of the time I have to just slowly come back in the trades. You could potentially just sit back and relax and not take engagements. Unless they're absolutely value. Because like right now your Croxagores are a little bit over.
they're having a hard time following any orders because some of them are spread out like across the field. So
oh yeah, I see them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not they're not really responding to where to be.
Boy, yep, that's rough. Let's see. Let's get some blues. We're going to go over that capture point. You can try to hunker down on one capture point. It seems like the value trading slowly going my way though. Oh, the lag. Not the lag. Ah. Okay, we should be good. What you can do is you can start saving up recruitment to try and steal the middle capture point.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Is just get like a unit of chameleon skinks here in a second.
At this point, it's close enough where you can just we can mostly rely on that. Whoop. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna go for dogs. Alright, so if you go for a Demons of Chaos build, I would probably take more Seekers, like the Seeker Cavalry. And then like a mix of that and dogs, and you're probably good to go.
Duly noted.
Come on. Alright, all hands on deck. You know, if I take this capture point, what, I have 2 minutes? No, I have like a minute and a half to take your last capture point. I think you got this. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty
Nice,
happy with
nice.
it, rather.
Yeah, I think the build's good.
Yeah, this I really like the Sacred Crocs performance.
Yes.
They did great.
I did not consider how good they were. Very tanky. What, they got 90 armor when tired? Alright, can I take this last point? Actually, I'm gonna still go for it. This is potentially not over yet against all odds. Let's see if I get a chariot here. Oh, okay, you got the other point. Never mind. You got the stealth
I'm
skinks.
staying busy. Yeah, I think the Ripper Dactyls are about to rip this up too.
Yeah. All right, GG.
GG.
Hey, nice.
Unending glory is
Skull Cannon weak. The Skull Cannon's definitely there just to kill Saurus. The resummon of it was bad. Let's see here. If I had to change this build.
God, Hellforce Host is so freaking good.
let's
It's
see
funny
here.
those
So-
seekers ended up getting so much value, even though they got absolutely like curb stomped the first time they were out.
The oh yeah, the seekers they if they get charged, they're just super dead. All right, nice. Are you going to keep playing Lizardmen? I'll switch it up.
Sure, I'll do one more game with Blizzards. But yeah, I felt pretty happy with that versus Demons. I'm just
Yeah,
checking.
I think that's probably a good generalist build. I think it would work versus most factions.
Yeah, the
I think
Ripper.
you'd have a good chance.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the Ripper Dactyls and the Crocscores did.
All right, let's go to
Oh,
let's go to
Pterodons
Beastmen.
paid for themselves. That's not bad. All right.
All right, I'm going to go for. I'll set up a build, and then
Beastmen.
you-
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what Beastmen are doing these days.
I think it's like same old, same old. You know, they go for a lot of cavalry. Centaurs of Zinch. Centaurs
Oh,
of Zinch are king.
yeah. All the new God Gores are pretty. Corn Gores are pretty good now, aren't they?
Corn Gores?
Or is that like I know Corn uses Corn Gores.
Oh yes.
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah,
If,
they're
I don't
good.
know if Beastmen are getting. I imagine Beastmen are getting good mileage out of them because that finally gives them gives them a actual halberd unit.
Yeah, you gotta give up your Centaurs though. The Centaurs of Zinch.
Yeah, which are
Alright.
nightmarishly good. I actually think they're like one of the best things that Lizardmen don't have a great answer for. Of that, like Lizardmen don't have a good anti-fast cavalry with shooting, which is a very specific niche, but it's a niche the Lizardmen I think really struggle with.
Yeah.
Especially because they have barrier, which is amazing for hit and run.
Yeah. Now, if you do want to deal with cavalry, solar engines are pretty good. Pterodon riders are pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's like the only. Surprised the Crocscores not that many kills. I have to play better. Well, Crocscores are a unit you gotta support. Like they gotta have somebody to help them out. Like you can have a skink unit nearby. The Spawnkin rule's really really good. Spawnkin getting that extra 10% damage in addition to like everything else going on is really nice. But I had like my Salon backing him up with magic. But that being said, it's like your only super reliable magic damage with Lizardmen is your Sacred Croc scores without forking over $1 billion for the Star Chamber Guardians. But I feel like the Star Chamber Guardians would just get put in a trash can by the Hell Cannon.
Yeah, I think versus Demons of Chaos, you just can't take elite units. Or not elite infantry.
Yeah.
Not until you get it killed.
Yeah, I actually really, really like that ROR. Like, I don't think it's, like, game-breaking good, but it's very, very good.
Yeah, it's like, it's the centerpiece of the faction.
Yeah, Beastmen, I'm wondering if this is the scenario where you invest more heavily in a big lord like Mazdamundi, who can bring his own healing. He can bring the Sunburst standard to give him, like, all that extra missile resistance, or if this is one of those scenarios where you're better off taking a significantly cheaper lord, like taking like as trimmed down of a Slon as you can, or maybe even something cheaper, just because like that Synagore spam I feel like is just nightmarish for single. Wow, I can't believe they screw Mazdamundi like this. Of all of the lore attributes they could give him for multiplayer, they give him the Heavens attribute. That sucks. I need to talk to them about redoing the Heavens attribute, because their interpretation is cute, but it's absolutely useless in game.
Like, Heavens is just,
it is
an air debuff, right?
Yeah, it's the worst attribute in the entire game. By far. Like, there is no attribute as bad as Roiling Skies.
I want to search now, but I think that's definitely down there.
Yeah, I think you will be hard-pressed to find something worse.
Yeah.
Because it, like, if it did what it does in Tabletop, I think it actually would be fair. Which in Tabletop, it's whenever you cast a spell, it deals damage to flying units. Now, granted, you have to target a unit. But I feel like if it did that instead, it would be fair. Whereas every time you cast a spell, it just deals damage over time to flying units. For a couple seconds. Map wide, I think that would be super fun. Because that would be great for just, like, punishing the hell out of people that really enjoy flying armies. Or maybe, I guess you could introduce a range on it, but kind of make it almost like the Hashut passive, but for flying units only.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh my god, that is so much just stuff. I think that's why Beastmen intimidate me. There's just so much. Like, there is so many guys on the battlefield.
The main thing is, it's heavy cavalry, and then you got, like, manticores for sniping. The Bestigores are kind of an odd pick. It's either them or, like, I can go for chariots.
Mm-hmm.
I could go for more infantry to optimize the build, but this is, like, roughly what to expect. So, you want to make sure you can defend against, cavalry. So, like, solar engines are good if you're going for a long kite. Definitely you want a net on Mazdamundi.
Yeah.
It's just like a free punish.
I don't know if I... Oh, God. Yeah, I feel like Chameleon Skinks are really... I don't think I can afford putting that many of them in the starting army. Because I want
you can go for more elite infantry this time.
Yeah, because
like Saurus and Temple Guard.
Yeah. Our Temple Guard... I feel like Temple Guard are good, but I also feel like whenever I see anyone talking about Lizardmen, they're like, oh, Temple Guard are so bad. But that could also just be because those people just don't know how to play Lizardmen, which, not that I'm great at the game, but I feel like I've seen a fair amount of that.
Yeah, they're like, mixed bag. I know in campaign they're not like the most elite infantry, but... I think they're good. Maybe like one in reserve.
I feel like this is an I wonder. If I do, God, I am just short of enough money to run like dual Spearsaurus. What do I actually get out of these? So I would get Guardian, which is nice for making Mazdamundi as tanky as possible. And oh, they have silver shields now. I think they used to, I don't remember when they implemented that. I thought they had bronze.
Maybe when they gave dwarves silver shields.
Yes, that was funny. I don't know if that's, I don't remember if that's still a thing or not, but it made me laugh when that got implemented.
Yeah, they still got it. They still got it.
I feel like that's too tiny of a starting army, but maybe it's good for harass and just sitting on a single point while I try and build up.
See, I think you do probably want skirmishers of some sort. Like, so probably like another 1 or 2 chameleon skinks in reserve just to ward off
definitely.
axe throwers.
Yeah. I definitely want a lot of chameleons. I want pterodons. Probably gonna need some Cold One Spear Riders.
And you also want something to kill single entities. So like either you have a wide enough army to just shoot it to death, or you have some sort of fighter yourself. I would say probably trying to shoot it to death is a bad idea. So
Yeah.
I would go later on the range just because Beastmen will probably be able to shut it down.
For single entity, I wonder if taking this would be the time to have that Scar Veteran reserve.
Yeah. Like, honestly, even a Scar Veteran on a cold one is probably enough to just be, like, spooky. You kind of leave him in the back, and he's there just to countercharge big targets.
Yeah, just strip the abilities off them, make them really cheap.
Yeah, like, just like a 950 Scar Vet.
Trying to see if I can...
Yeah, the other option is, like... Carnosaur, you'll have to babysit that one a lot.
Yeah, plus I'd have to... I feel like the double solar engine is, like, really good threat for just doing a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
Plus the vigor healing is really nice.
If you do want to go air dominance, or if you think you'll have air dominance, you can also just get a skink chief on a pterodon and just be annoying with them, but... I think domination, I don't know if you'd get his value.
Yeah, I feel like in a Dom match I wouldn't want to do that because I feel like any Beastman play, like your army's a good example of like Harpy. I don't think Lizardmen tend to do super well versus and it could be that this has changed a little bit since I last played, but in my experience, the units like Harpies and Furies are just so good at screwing, like just messing up anything else in the air.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I'd fill with more infantry probably. So like your reserves, you probably want more infantry because if your front line runs out, you're screwed.
I don't think I'm worried as much about like needing any more anti-large. I think just some good meaty Saurus is nice. Saurus are fantastic against Beastmen. I think a unit of Croxgors would also not go awry. Because if the opponent ends up just running like a lot of Gores or Bestigors, they bring in that anti-infantry punch, which is nice, but...
I would take 1 Croxgore, 2 max, because...
Oh yeah, I wouldn't take more than one.
Range, then...
Yeah,
they're just gonna get killed by axes.
Yeah, I think I'd only ever run 1 just in case like a big melee fight breaks out and I need to throw them in there. I love Razorons, I love Salamanders, but I feel like they're terrible against Centaurs because the Centaurs can just switch to melee charge and just run them over. So you'd have to like babysit them with a guard unit. Okay, that looks decent for the main army. Oh, I could take 2 chameleons at the start. Yeah, that'd be better, actually. And then for leftover money, I guess I could just chevron up the Temple Guard. And do I want to chevron anything in the reinforce? I mean, for reinforcements, generally, I think you want to keep them as cheap as possible so you can just keep summoning them, right?
Yeah. Although, like, I do see people bring in some, like, expensive reinforcements for, like, situational counters.
Yeah, there we go. Could have a Silver Chevron Saurus just to get that extra oomph if I've got the extra money for it. Because they'll just have the improved leadership and stats, so we'll try it. I don't feel super confident about this one, but we'll see what happens.
I think the solar engine should do well.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if I feel confident that I can protect them.
Yeah, it might have been better for like, we'll see if just the one solar engine and one in reserve would have been better.
Yeah, that might have been a better play.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes.
All right. And then, yeah, the main thing is just make sure your lines don't collapse. You really don't want to go for more than 2 capture points unless you're.
Oh yeah,
just crushing it.
against Beastmen. Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest thing is like, if you get pulled apart, then it's over. But yeah. Wait, sorry, you guys say something?
Nope.
Not sure if I missed that too. Are we lagging?
I don't see any
no,
lag.
we're good. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, I'm ready.
Let me get my Bastillodons all. Let's do maybe like this. All right, I am also ready.
All right, sick. Then after this, I think we can try doing some multiplayer live coaching.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, I feel like you could probably dominate ladder with like Lizardmen and Demons of Chaos if you want. I think against most people, there's a few hardcore multiplayer people that queue up onto ladder.
The
You
bastards.
have to be wary of them, but should be fun. Okay, so that's a big Mazamundi. You got solar engines, so then I'm just going to play back and let you come forwards. So definitely my goal right now is I want to just overrun your army.
Right.
So I'm basically just going to stall for as long as I can. Try and get into a position where I think I can just kill you in one blow and then hopefully be able to take a win from there. So then, yeah, if at any point it looks like I can just jump your guys, you gotta be careful. Alternatively, maybe my skirmishers can outtrade your Bastillodons if they're in a weird position. Although, Mazamundi, what? So you have a net, you have banishment. Yeah, so like, if they get too close, like a net plus banishment, and even one Bastillodon would just kill my cav. So yeah, I'm just going to commit to the big fight. So you want to mostly probably just be getting, like, just reinforcing the front line.
Yeah, that's my goal is to like get a foothold on a point and then just bring in more and more troops.
Yeah. I will say it looks a little sus. Like I'm a little bit worried about the front line. I think 2 Bastillodons might have actually been overkill. We'll see though. So like at this point I'm committing to the fight since my infantry is already kind of in range. And I think single entity wise, I can probably take on Mazamundi because I have double Manticore now. So those are the things you got to prepare for. Good focus fire. Alright, here we go. So, okay, that's the Temple Guard, so that should keep them relatively safe. I still think the double Manticore probably can ignore the Temple Guard. We'll see. I also have my skirmish cavalry here. So you want to just try and negate their damage on Mazamundi, basically.
Yep.
The Mazamundi snipe is the scariest thing right now. Alright. Unfortunately, Master Mundi did get a nerf to a lot of his spells recently, so that probably changes things. Oh yeah, that is looking
That is a lot of damage.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely gotta be more aware. I think probably if you found yourself in this situation again. Also, I am partially to blame for suggesting the double Bastillodon. I would probably just hang back on one point and just like not even go for the middle. Just lose victory tickets so that you can get your army composition into proper position. Then again, Master Mundi might live through this. It's still not a great trade for him. Like, he's still gonna take loads of damage from the skirmishers. He has basically no support. But we'll see. Okay, yeah, no, Master Mundi should be pretty screwed at this point. Oh, good catch on the Manticore, though. You're catching it while it routes. There's a Scarvet.
Oh, yeah. I wish I was closer to my own zone.
Yeah. I will say, I'm surprised how well the Bestigors are doing. I did see someone take Bestigors kind of recently. And I don't know if CA buffed them or if they're just like, they just happen to be better than I expected. But they kind of do alright. Alright, it's all on Master Mundi now. And I kill him. I see the heals.
Oh, my micro is struggling.
Yeah, you'll probably chase off the Manticore. Full guard do go down. I have another unit of Vestigors. Alright, now I just have to maintain a lead. So this is definitely a
It's a little dire.
I can use my skirmishers. Sorry?
So it's a little dire.
Alright, this is definitely a little dire, yeah. Although I will say, I thought I had a pretty good start earlier. Except this time you probably won't be able to get my lord. Are corn gores better? Someone's asking in my chat. I think corn gores are better, but they're more value trading than Bestigors, but they use up the marks, and you only get 4 special units. I'm pretty sure Zongors are king.
Not so fast.
Oh. Alright, let's see here. Big fight, big fight. Mazaman is still in it, dang. Let's see. This is definitely like a slow wear down of Mazamundi. He'll heal cap eventually. And then definitely the hard part is just getting the mobility control, because now I just have like way too much cavalry. At least in theory. What the Bestigor is doing. Oh, they actually took a lot of damage. Got more cav, which is good. Oh dang, yeah, look at that.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Let's see here. I did get the other solar engine, that's solid. Watch out for your cavalry, they're gonna get countercharged.
Oh, Synagors are hard to micro against.
Yeah.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Let's see here. I feel like you might have had the luxury of being able to pull back to your second point. I don't think you have to keep fighting for the middle if you need to get that value trade. Oh, that's a solid charge. Alright, so a third Manticore should be able to kill Mazdamundi, though. If you do manage to kill my Lord, though, that could be a big turning point. Like, if you get a net on him, and a Scar Veteran, you could probably pull back. Coxagors are good. I like that you're using the Pterodons to just get a little bit of work done on the Lord, because I think the game mostly hinges on that at this point. Oh dang, lost my caster too. Yeah. Actually, I gotta worry about value trading now. Alright, let's see. I do have 2 Manticores though. So that's definitely the biggest threat for you. You'll want some way of dealing with them for sure. Or you got more Pterodons. Okay, good thing I got Harpies. Ooh, and then yeah, I think if you lose that Scarvet, then you might be screwed. I will say I'm very surprised with how well the Bestigors did.
I mean, they got some like good heavy armor and stuff. They got good things going for him. What is he stuck on?
Oh, like infantry, like single units of infantry are surprisingly good at getting cavalry stuck nowadays. It's just yeah, it's just the nature of life now. Just units are super duper sticky. Alright, there we go. There's the Scarvet. Alright, just Mazdamundi now. That and a normal unit of Saurus warriors. Definitely if you kill my Lord, it's still grounds for me getting wrecked here. Come on. Just focus the Mazdamundi. At this point, I'm getting my second wave of skirmish calves, so you gotta worry about that. He's low. Yeah, not being able to unsummon your Lord now is it's such a nice game changer. I know Turin was pushing for that for years. Because otherwise you could just unsummon Mazdamundi and be fine. Oh dang, Bastillodon's back? Okay. Ooh, kinda scary. Yeah, the Skaven cheese. The Skaven Lord unsummoned cheese. Yeah, I actually don't have much to deal with the Saurus right now. Then again, I guess I do have Bestigors. Gotta make a good showing for them. I don't think I can chase Mazdamundi. You did actually route my Doom Bull. That's not good. I'm also surprised that I have like no capture weight on the point. Because I got cavalry and expendable units. Alright, this should be it though. Let's see here. Okay, nothing in the pocket. I got my archers up, I got my infantry. As long as I don't lose my Lord, that's at like 0 HP.
I need to get my...
If you had like one chameleon skink just at the edge of the map ready to shoot him.
I
then,
thought I did for a second, but it looks like you dealt with them earlier.
thank goodness. Yeah, I had like a unit of cavalry. Yeah, both of our lords just chilling on the edge of the map now. I do see those pterodons though. Alright. There we go. So in theory, I can just sit on the middle point. And I don't really have to engage you anymore. So you'll have to figure out some sort of way to retake it. You could value trade with the solar engine, which is a good start. Potential rampaging is also really good if like a rogue manticore gets got. Definitely though, air game is super secured by me now. Harpies and manticores got that on lockdown.
Yeah.
But potentially you could get a bunch of skirmishers and just kind of hang back. And just value trade. Time is of the essence though. Forcing the skinks up like you're doing is good, because that makes me have to hold the point and take a couple hits.
I hate this hill.
Yep, yeah. No, I feel like I wouldn't mind hills if it was just easier to tell how line of sight work. They do genuinely impact the battle more than a lot of other things.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Right, here we go. My lord is so close to routing off. If you got him, this would have been very sus for sure. Maybe the 5th Manticore is going to take out Masamundi. I did summon a lot of Manticores. I don't know. I was thinking of going for like a Gorgon. Or not a Gorgon, the whatever the tall Beastmen unit is.
Yeah, that's the Gorgon.
Oh, okay,
the
yeah.
really
I was
big...
thinking about using that, but I feel like the Manticore spam is better. I don't know if there's any multiplayer guys that can give deets. I also think with only one solar engine, the problem is that I should be able to out-trade with this many skirmishers. Unless Masamundi's getting like a bunch of nets and stuff. Oh, you did retake the point. Oh,
Yes, I did.
daisies.
So I'm happy to just wait if you want to trade with my solar engine.
Whoopsie daisies.
You take your sweet time. I actually feel pretty good about my chances right now.
Alright, let me just... Can I take this back in time? Oh my gosh. I wasn't paying attention.
He was too busy villain monologuing.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Okay. There we go, and... Oh my gosh, no, not the rogue point capture. I got 20 seconds. I got 20 seconds to take this middle point. Oh my gosh. No. I got too complacent.
Oh, I won! He was too busy monologuing!
GG.
GG.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was actually real good. Alright, Yosik. 2-4-0. Alright, let's get these multiplayer games in. You should be fine.
Yeah, if Masamundi had died, that was definitely game over.
Yeah.
The Temple Guard did way better than I thought they would.
Yeah,
They got a shitload done.
And they have silver shields, right?
Yes, they do. So they've got the what is that 45 or 65% block? or 55, something like that.
I will say my what's it? I don't know how it would have gone if I had chariots. That was like the one thing I was considering.
Yeah,
I think they did good. You had
Yeah.
massive money on top of them, so like in theory the chariots shouldn't have been able to take them out.
Yeah, there were definitely some points where I kind of wish I'd had the Colossedon Hunters, but they're such an expensive
Yeah.
investment. I feel like I would have preferred them over the Croxigors, though. I feel like Colossedon Hunters would have been a good, like, let me just delete a Manticore from existence button.
It would be harder with the harpies around though, and the manticores would be landed, so they would probably get charged.
Yeah, but I feel like if I can get the Manticores to either be committed to staying on the ground or like committed harpies, something like the harpies, like that kind of came out, and then I could just ignore them for the rest of the game, and they weren't a big deal.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the multiplayer then.
Okay, let's get to the part where. Oh, should I make builds in advance so that I can just hop in?
No.
Okay.
I'm sure you can whip some stuff up real quick.
If you say so. What is it? Ranked matchmaking?
Yeah. I think set it to Dom.
Okay. Dom and. All right. Cool. Yeah, sorry, chat. I'm probably being very boring because I'm still at the point where I have to think. I have to do big think during some of these games, so I get really quiet when I'm thinking. I can't talk and play or do multiplayer at the same time yet.
Well, if I do it, I lose track of the capture points, so totally understandable. Oh man, I can't believe it. I can't believe I monologued. You call me monologue.
That was the only. I think that was legit the only reason.
Oh man, yeah, that was sick though. That was like a very good, like so Lizardmen are really good at taking capture points because their skinks aren't expendable.
Yeah, Skinks got
really fast.
weight.
Yeah, at least I think they have good weight. I don't know if CA like changed. They did a couple changes like in the beginning of Warhammer and its whole
I know
mix, so.
capture weight is displayed somewhere. I don't remember where it is.
I think if you hover there, like the unit size.
No.
I don't think it shows in.
You might have to be
this,
like,
though.
yeah, you might have to be like in the battle.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do Lizardman for my first match, and then I think we'll switch to Demons of Chaos for the second match.
Alright, sick. Alright, let's get this party started.
So I just click on lock in race.
Yeah, you can also like get your army started. Just get like your vanilla units in case they lock in right away.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do a prepped Mazdamundi just in case.
Also, Dark Age Rush should be at least. I recognize that name.
I don't like that you recognize it.
This will be great though, right? If you just like head onto ladder and just start beating multiplayer veterans.
You better knock on wood right now, young man.
You beat me twice, you'll be fine.
Only once, because you were being like trying to educate me, and I was just sitting there silently striving for survival.
You got this. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so Mazdamundi plus the Sword Scarvet's like just solid. They take forever to kill.
Yep. I think one unit Temple Guard is fine right at the get-go until I see what I'm up against.
Yeah, and then like get Chameleon Skinks going, they're just really good.
Two of those, maybe a unit of Saurus.
Yep.
And then I think I could get away with a Bastillodon. And I think Pterodons are not as useful in this initial army.
You also could replace the Temple Guard with the ROR if he doesn't have many tools to just delete elite infantry.
Okay. Do I need to click in lock and race because I still can't see who he is yet?
Yeah, lock and race.
Okay.
Yeah.
It keeps like starting a timer and then Grand Cathay.
Ooh. Okay, so Cathay is real spicy. Let's see. You might need to rush into him.
Okay, so probably more cavalry. What does Cathay do right now?
Mostly they got their Jade Warriors to hold the line forever, and then they shoot you with crossbows. They also got like really good cannons. They got really good crane gunners. You could go for like flyers, right? So you either you wanna do you want to do a ground rush, or do you want to do like a flying?
Let's do a flying rush.
Sure. So you probably want a Tempest Lord.
Okay.
To kill Longbow Riders. And then you want to go for, like, you know, Pterodon Riders and then, like, Ripperdactyls or Colossedon. And then that way, like, if he can't summon in Longbow Riders because you'll just tornado them. And then those guys will dive, like, his Crane Gunners, his Artillery, that sort of deal.
So you said Pterodons, Rippers, and what?
Or Colossedon.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
You know, just like your standard air squad.
Well, okay, if he's gonna be, you think he's gonna run a good amount of infantry, it might be better to go Fire Leech at the start.
Probably no Fire Leech. They're like a skirmish unit. Cathay has so much anti-skirmish.
Ah, okay. Pahawk Sentinels to just kind of like insta delete a unit, maybe.
Let's see.
That's the Pterodon ones with like the OP drop rock.
Oh, yeah, you can take that. You just gotta get
gotta protect them.
Solid rock drop on.
What do I need to protect the Slon? A Bastillodon, maybe?
He shouldn't be able to rush it down. You just gotta keep it away from cannons.
Okay, so I've got 3 units of skink cohorts, 2 javelins, Colossedon Hunters, 1 Ripper, and Pahawk. So maybe.
Yeah, and I would take like 2 Bastillodons.
2 Bastillodons. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Just
and
to like
just gonna
run
rush
forward
in and kill his
Okay.
You know, disrupt his infantry while your like front line does work.
I guess the Scarvet as a summon could still be okay, just in case there's like a big dragon that tries to get on me or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. And then you also want to have cavalry.
Okay, yep. So some Cold One Spear Riders.
They should trade into Jade Lancers.
Yeah, some regular cold ones. That way I just have a cheaper one that I can spam out if I need to. Yeah. Maybe. Would it be worth having a summon Bastillodon that can come on later and just start like shooting people that are holding in place?
No, this is definitely like you gotta commit to the rush. The skinks are still good on like the flanks and to just chase off units.
Yeah, let's get some more skinks with javelins, another unit of chameleon skinks. Let's maybe get some Saurus, and then Croxagores might not actually.
Yeah, you could get Croxagores in reserve once the cannons are done.
Yeah, just that. Yeah, that way if there's a bunch of Jade Warriors staying around, they can run in and start paddling people. All right, and then I'm gonna grab.
I think you want to go heavier on the cav. Like I think you want to win this cav fight.
Okay, so I've got. So we've got 4 cav units in reserve. Though I think I might drop a Saurus unit and take another cav unit.
I'm feeling you also probably want like a 3rd summon of Saurus.
Oh, another one you think?
Yeah, I think like you should have 3 Saurus in your army. There are some Dragon Breath builds that will just kill all these skinks.
Okay, so maybe let's drop the extra chameleons. Go for more Saurus. Okay, that's pretty good. So we've got 4 cavalry units, 3 Saurus, 2 skink with javelins, a Croxagore, and a Saurus Scarvet on Cold 1 in reserve.
Yeah, that should do.
Okay,
here we go.
Feral Cold Ones. I don't know if I trust myself to use those yet. Like, I know they're a really good unit if you have really good micro.
Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. So, like, sometimes it's just a fire and forget unit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Cold One Spear Riders are using them fine.
Oh, same map. Okay.
All right, go get them. Lock it in.
And I think right now we're just doing. You're watching the stream, right? But we can do screen share after this if you want to try it and see if it works better.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes it gets a little funky when you're trying to stream and also do that, but it should be fine. In fact, here, let me just go ahead and turn on. There, that way you can watch the match live while they all have to deal with the delay.
Hey, pipe.
Chat, just let me know if the stream slows down at all or anything.
All right. Here we go. So this should be interesting. You can put your skinks on the left-hand side just to capture that point right away.
Yeah.
And then Cathay does have a hard time going super wide, so you can have a skink on the far right to just kind of
like way over here, just to run over and grab it if he's not willing to commit.
Yeah, yeah. Or like, you know, if he leaves one warrior unit there, they just get to shoot him all day.
That's fair.
Yeah, just be ready to run into the forest if he sends cavalry on that.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put these guys in a group. Actually, I probably want to hold them a little bit further back, just in case he's got cannons right at the start, so they don't just get blasted.
You'd be out of range of cannons.
Oh, fair.
All right.
Yeah. By the way, for anyone that's watching, even if you're someone that you're like, single player is my one true love, I still think it's actually really worth playing multiplayer quite a bit, or when you can, because it really helps develop your micro skills so much better than the AI ever will, which makes playing AI like better. Is it only no? All Temple Guard have Guardian now, which is really, really nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even the basic ones do. It's no longer just the ROR. The only thing the ROR has is magic attacks, and I think maybe one other little gimmick. But the basic ones, basic Temple Guard have ROR, and they also give immune to psychology to all nearby units.
Yo, height.
Which is why...
You can probably start up.
Okay. I think Dark Age Rush is being... Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's being polite. Alright, so what has he got? Let's see here. I see... Okay, so he has a terracotta.
Oh, he's got
mostly
Satang.
infantry build.
Satang. He's got a Zengu War Drum.
Oh, okay.
Okay, interesting.
So this is a situation where your chameleon skinks can probably get most of their value. And you want to optimize your rock drops on him. Because, like, he has no way of really securing the air game other than using Satang. Just make sure you keep your expensive guys away from his ranged attack.
Oh yeah, he's able to see all of my stuff for a little bit.
Ah.
We're gonna hide behind this building here.
Now, you don't want to summon Cav. You probably want to summon Saurus.
Yeah, Croxsaurus may also be good once we get Satang under control.
Yeah.
Is he using that ability again? What?
Alright, so at this point, yeah, you just kind of sit back and relax.
Yeah, because I have
skinks on the right-hand side can kind of bully him.
Yeah, I'm
And
having
chameleon
them...
skinks.
I'm gonna have them go to the forest a bit, so hopefully he forgets about them.
Yeah, you can move up with your chameleon skinks and just start shooting his peasant spears. Okay, so you summoned in a unit of cavalry. You probably want to just summon cavalry to counter that.
Okay, we'll get some of those out here in just a second. If I can get my Colossedons on Satang, they should rip them up pretty good.
He'll probably just countercharge with Cav. I would avoid doing that.
Oh yeah, well not right now, but I mean like later.
Yeah, it would have to be like way later. Right now your flyers should be mostly kind of just shadowing his cavalry. And making sure if he tries to flank your infantry with the cav, then you can just charge him. Alright, looking pretty decent. There's the spells. It's fine. It doesn't actually kill any of your chameleons, so they can just use up the rest of their, or I mean your skinks, so they can use the rest of their ammo when they rally. Okay, and then I think you just want to summon infantry now. Because you're like way out trading him in the ranged fight. Also want to pull back with your flyers, they're getting shot up. Except for maybe the pterodons, you can get a rock drop in.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start sending them in, because I think he's focusing the Ripperdactyls. And these guys have like super good missile resistance too.
Peasant! Peasant!
Okay, he summoned a bird, so your caster has something to do now. I'd probably move your caster up just right behind the pillar. And then go for the big Tempest on that bird.
And here comes the money
Oh,
shot!
here we go.
Yeah!
Okay, very good value.
Victory point.
Oh.
There will be a mild delay on my stream, but I'm sure it's fine. Alright, sick. And you have the capture point. So this should be really good. You're trading up, you got the capture point. As soon as his big flyer gets in range, you Tempest it. And probably summon more skink javelins. And then you can just kind of keep playing for the middle. I think you have a very strong middle take. A lot of his expensive units are on the flank too, which is nice. Yeah, just make sure his cavalry don't get too many charges on you guys. It's a very value Tempest.
He's got Croman now, too.
Let's get another Saurus summon in. Actually, summon your Scarvet. Scarvet's good capture weight, and he can fight his single entity. Crowmen, if you Tempest them, they'll just all die, so...
Oh, those
that
are the
should
Empress
just be like
Croman, too.
Yeah. Oh.
Got him!
Oh, huge value, let's go! Also, make sure to overcast your Tempest if you haven't.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I should be saving.
At least I think it does more damage.
Yeah, it does. It does. I don't know how much more damage it does, but it definitely does some more.
Let's see. Lore of High Magic. Overcast doubles the damage for 60% more winds of magic. So, super value. Right, 6, you don't have to worry about him having a capture point. And then, let's see here. His temper should be off cooldown soon. Yeah, just keeping guys in. Very nice, very nice.
I'm hoping he's gonna dive in on something and think I'm not paying attention.
Yep, there you go. Perfect.
It doesn't deal
Nice.
damage if they're on the ground, does it?
No, if they are a flying unit, they'll take damage. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. It looks like they're taking damage, though. Should be fine. Yeah, so you can just take that fight.
Oh, Saitang is like really close now.
Yeah, that should be fine as long as he doesn't have too much to snipe. And then you just want to use up all the ammunition on your skinks, basically. Alright, let's get the Proxigor summon in.
Okay.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so that's all his crowmen dead. You can, yeah, looks like his cavalry's going down. I would probably just keep hitting it with javelins. You could even start unsummoning a couple. Yeah, okay, already unsummoning. Your
Yeah, they're like really beat
Pterodons
up
in the
units.
air. You can unsummon them later.
Okay.
You got some crowmen on the left attacking your guys. You want to pull them back. And probably Tempest the crowmen again.
Oh, well, my skinks used all their ammo, so that's nice.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good trade. And you are capturing the point again. Wonderful. Alright, awesome. That's another very good Tempest. Okay, that's actually getting you a lot of value. Alright, and now you just want to start summoning in cavalry and countercharging his cav charges. Your Saurus will also be happy to fight his spears on the right. Maybe not the one in the middle because they have harmony. Alright, let's also unsummon your Pterodons. Okay, nice. You're already on it. And yeah, let's get the cav summoned in. Okay, and then your javelins.
More javelins for the
Okay.
more javelins for the javelin god.
And then I guess you're just waiting on another Tempest on his Chroma. Basically, just want to use that on cooldown.
Yeah.
Satang will
I'm getting
eventually run out of ammunition too.
I'm getting a little low on wins, but I do think it's worth it.
Yep. Alright, let's get another Chameleon Skink in there.
Popped another cavalry unit, and he's throwing
Nice.
another cavalry unit that I'm gonna also pop.
Yeah, this is just value trades for days, and the points are basically the same. He is capturing your left point though.
That he is.
Yeah. Your cavalry should be able to fight Jade Lancers though, especially with the Scarvet.
He gave up on it for focusing on that big fight.
Yep.
So I'm gonna bring my Rippers over, and they should be able to pull this in my favor pretty heavily.
You want to get that Bastillodon in too, on the right. Just
Go
get him
ahead.
in the fight. He can
Yeah.
help with the terror routes.
Glad you said something about my point. I would stop paying attention over there.
Alright, and at this point, since the fight's starting, you want to just get both of your cavalry summons in.
Yep.
Yeah, the audio doesn't match with the camera, so it seems like it's gonna look like Sotek is really slow on what he needs to do, but he is reacting fast. What's it? Can I screen share your screen share on Discord? Is that all right?
You can do whatever you like. Yeah.
All right, sick. I'll start getting that set up while you wrap up. At this point, you probably want to summon more skinks and just send them to the middle for the capture weight. Just because it'll make life a little bit easier for you towards the later stage of the battle.
Ew. I do not want to be plague arrested. Thank you very much.
Adding window capture is always so sketchy on OBS because I don't know what window it's going to capture. Alright, there we go. Don't mind my janky setup, chat.
Yeah, the Zengu War Drum's almost dead.
Alright, nice. Okay, now we're cooking.
Got that left flank secure. Just getting rid of stuff that I don't need anymore. I'm going to bring these guys over here to flatten this unit of halberds, which should free up the middle for me to just take it. And not have to worry about it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that war drum going down will be nice, because that thing's providing hella buffs.
Yeah. Alright, I think you should be able to win the cavalry fight. I think that's fine. Let's see here. I think you just want to focus on your summons, and then start sniping off his lord with your flyers. Very nice rock drop. Wonderful. Alright, get some summons in. You got loads of resources.
Oh, yep. That's probably the thing I'm gonna have the hardest time with, is remembering to stay active on summons. Okay, his general's almost dead. Oops, scary.
looking good. Probably you want to start thinking about things you can de-summon at this point.
Okay. A lot of them are in fights or running.
Alright, so you're summoning in, what, Jade Warriors and... Is that a caster? It looks like a metal caster. So...
Yeah, because I think his
probably just more cav.
Okay.
You can charge directly into the Jade Warriors and probably be fine.
I'm just gonna let them keep pushing towards that objective point.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Zenko War Drum
almost down,
unbreakable? It is. Ooh.
Oh,
I did not know that. That's kind of nasty.
probably unsummon the 12 unit cavalry.
Yep.
Yeah, just so you can get emergency cav summons later in the game. I still don't know how I feel about unsummoning, but it's what I see people do.
I really want to get the Clawstone Hunters out so I can really start bullying things. But Satang's out of ammo, so he's not really useful anymore.
Yeah, just kind of a lesser giant. Alright, so can get Colossodons.
I don't really see a good banishment, but I can get a good one of these.
Nice, nice. And now I think you probably want to get a chameleon skink on his right capture point.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And then that should pull him apart enough for you to get the victory. Probably just keep shooting the spears with those javelins.
Oh, it's got a lot of anti-large all over the place.
Counter his cavalry on the right. With your cav. Yeah.
Ah, good idea.
Yeah. If your spear riders don't win that would just be so disappointing.
He did overcast Plague of Rust though, but I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, yo, the spear riders are cracked. Dang.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Ooh, he's getting this capture point from me.
Ooh. Yep.
I need more. Where are all my damn Saurus? Oh, they're all like.
Skinks will
broken.
do. Skinks will do.
Maybe is Satang more of an issue in combat than I think he is?
He's like a decent fighter. And he's pretty good capture weight too, which is a little spooky. You should be able to recapture the point. Let's get some chameleon skinks. Dang, the last minute capture. Probably the guys fighting his cav, if you could pull them back to try and route some of his infantry.
Yeah, Satang's gotta go.
Very
Satang
close.
has gotta go.
Oh, the war drum too is also giving full capture weight, I think, even though it's injured.
Oh, well, let's take care of that.
Yep.
Okay, I need to save the Slan. You throw javelins, you get on the point.
You should just get both of them on the point.
I want to get one little volley just to give him the poison debuff. Alright.
Ooh. Oh no, you're in triple cap range. Oh dang, he pulled back.
Oh wait, no, go back.
Is this the Enticity curse? Just to to always fall off at the.
Yeah, I feel like I should have committed more resources to killing Satang sooner than I did. I think
mostly
I left
the infantry though.
I felt like it was the capture weight that screwed me. I think if I had committed to popping Satang and the war drum, they wouldn't have had the leadership holding them together. I think that's what got me. The war drum
you
like,
could have killed for sure.
Yeah, like I was trying to kill it, but I should have. I think I should have committed. I felt like I was winning that fight really well, but then Satang just started tearing up my infantry.
Yeah.
I think I should have committed much earlier to killing him.
I honestly, I don't think you had many opportunities to. I think if you routed off his infantry, you would have been fine, but Probably a bigger thing is if you had a few more skinks in reserve, so you could just spam like just like normal skinks onto the field.
Yeah, I don't feel like the Bastildons were worth it. I don't think they did anything of use.
Yeah, he had a lot of spears, and the Terror didn't really do much.
Yeah, I think it would have been better to trade them out for like a single unit of Temple Guard. Probably would have been really nice in the middle.
Then again, if he did have a crossbow build, I think you would have really needed the Bastildons.
That's true, but I mean, overall, Slon did good. Yeah, I really thought I had that, and all of a sudden, it's like my entire army all broke at the same time.
Yeah.
That was what it was like. Suddenly, I thought I was winning the center battle, and then suddenly I wasn't. And all of my swords broke at the same time, and I couldn't summon anything in to help.
Yeah, it was a good scrap though. It was a good scrap.
Yeah.
Especially against Dark Age Rush.
Yeah.
See like everywhere in the multiplayer scene.
Yeah, Swords did well. Scar Veteran did really well. Skinks got their value. I need to be better with them. I struggle with Skinks. Because Crocscores did not do very good. But I mean, granted, they were like the only thing we had left. Yeah, okay, on to the next one.
Yep. I could try demons.
Yeah, we can try demons this time. Why didn't I try groupings? Groupings are a little funky in multiplayer because if a unit breaks, it gets ungrouped, which can make it like really frustrating. The grouping system does not work super well in multiplayer, in my experience. Like it can, but oh hey, he's in chat. I was very impressed. Yeah, I had that until the last second. I had that, and I didn't keep enough good pressure on the center. I also ran out of magic. Like,
yeah,
I don't think all those Tempests on the Crowmen were worth it. I think I would have rather have had more apotheosises towards the end, but that's easy to say in retrospect.
Yeah, the Crowmen can be really spooky. Because they also give harmony bonuses.
True. Okay, what's probably Lord of Change?
Yeah. Lord of Change is solid. Zinch, and then you go Blue Fire is pretty standard. You can take Infernal Gateway too.
Oh, just in case there's like a big grouping of enemies?
Yeah.
Do you bother with any of the passives?
You don't really need the passives. You can if you want, but you don't need them. Staff of Change and Polyglyph. No Staff of Change.
But Portal Glyph is fantastic.
Yeah, you take that, and then alright, so it's Khorne. So you should be able to just win the air, right? Can't you just?
Yeah, Khorne. The only thing Khorne has, I mean, he could take Bloodthirsters, but I don't imagine that's gonna go super well.
You could just take you could just air. Yeah, you know what? Let's try going full air, right? So you want change bringers and you're reinforcing.
Okay, so change in the reinforcing or in the main host?
In the reinforcing.
Okay, so we get change bringers.
It's basically like you only bring them in once you have air dominance, and then I would take like max out Furies, so like 3 Furies, I think.
Okay, and you think Undivided Furies are the best?
Probably the Khorne Furies are better.
Okay, yeah, because they're gonna have better. Let's see, grab you 3, and let's do Khorne, which will give you Frenzy and slightly better, more aggressive stats. Yeah, I think those are the best ones.
It only changed one of them. I think you have to do it one at a time.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay.
Yep. Okay, nice.
Then what should our rest of we could do?
Let's see. Okay, so Khorne has like best in class infantry right now. Hellforge Bellow is actually not bad.
That's gonna get good value. Maybe like blue horrors, and like
blues are good. Yeah,
blues maybe with like Hellforged host if there's like one particular area that we're gonna if we need to throw infantry at.
Yeah. And then in your reserves, you probably just want something to deal with like a big cavalry mobility rush.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just get like Nurglings in your main army.
Is it better to take Nurglings, or would it be better to just like add chevrons to like the
Furies?
Furies?
Take Nurglings.
Okay.
Because he's queuing up. So, okay, so get max out Seekers of Slanesh.
Seekers.
Yep. And then you want more blues.
More blues.
And then you want, guess maybe the elite infantry? Or like 2 pinks, maybe?
2 pinks? I think having good bombardment. Like,
Yeah.
maybe the Sour Guts, because they have the blow up if you kill them in combat.
Nah.
Oh, no.
Nah,
But I could just pick 2 pinks. Okay. Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
This'll work.
Yeah, this'll do. So this is like a kite build. You basically, if he ever tries to rush you in combat, you just pull back.
Yeah, that's the thing I think I need the most practice with, is realizing when I've pushed my opponent far enough and I need to just retreat. Because it's such a unique thing for this particular battle mode. Where normally when you get the upper hand, you just want to keep pushing super aggressively.
Alright, and you probably want to play both sides of the map here.
Okay.
So, like...
Nurglings have Vanguard, don't they?
Who has Vanguard?
Nurglings.
Yeah.
So we can throw them out in the forest somewhere.
Yeah, I think Nurglings can capture the left side. The right side seems pretty well suited for your blues. Fury's in the middle. And I would put your Exalteds... I think I would put your Exalteds on the right side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you want to play safe with them.
I imagine, I mean, he's almost assuredly going to have a Hellforged Bellows himself.
Your Hellforged Bellows, you might actually want to be on the left because it's a bit more flat.
That's a good point. And you said Hellforged on the right and then blues on the left?
Blues on the right.
Blues on the right. With the, okay, so.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Alright. And then your goal is to just blue fire whatever is expensive.
Okay, and then also take out any flyers with the Furies.
Yeah.
Along with the blue fire, and then get out our Changebringers to just murder everything.
Yeah, your win condition is the Changebringers.
Okay.
So, if he doesn't have anything in the air, you just start saving up for Changebringers.
Cool.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh, he's got Scarbrand.
For Scarbrand, okay. Okay, so that force, if he pushes forwards to take your capture point, you just pull back.
Okay, he is probably going to Nurglings. We're gonna put the Hellforged over here. He doesn't have any flying though. I don't even see any shooting.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So this is easy, just Changebringer him. He might have something in the forest, but probably not based on his army size.
See, we got Corngors, so do I just start pink firing Scarbrand or the Minotaurs?
Scarbrand, and I'd use the cannon to shoot the left side.
Okay. The left side? I was bringing...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he does have Corngors there, so that's pretty value.
Alright, so let's start. Do you overcast each time, or just single?
I think so. I think overcast is the more value one. I forget. It's been a while.
We have a victory point.
Alright, you can get your Changebringer soon.
Yes, let's get on.
Then they will also kill infantry really fast. Okay, so you brought Furies in on the left, so you can send your Furies to the left side. Just one. And then the Nurglings, you just want to pull back. You don't want to send them into a fight. Rip Hill. Oh, you still did pretty good damage. Alright, and you just want to Changebringer Scarbrand, basically.
Oh, he fucking...
Oh, dang, alright. You don't need to send your Furies in. I think the Changebringers just win this, and you'll un-rampage in time to escape. Yeah, you want to just be right on top of Scarbrand.
I'm gonna drop this just to, like, tie them all up.
Alright, sick. Mega value. Alright, just keep running with your Lord. You definitely don't want
he got knocked over. There we go.
Hey, nice. All right. Yeah, no, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. And your Furies are killing his Furies. Wonderful. All right, now you just want to summon in. Honestly, another unit of change.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just keep doing what works.
Yeah, make sure to focus fire Scarbrand with your Changebringers.
I've hit him with the... What? I was gonna say, I hit him with the don't move, and he's still moving.
Yep. Very nice. Alright, summon in your Changebringers. And then you just use them to clean up the infantry, and then you unsummon them.
I hate when enemy units just, like, move through.
Move through, oh, like...
my stuff. Like, he just flew through, like, 2 of my units of Furies with no problem. It's like, well,
yeah.
Oop.
Alright, you want to send another Fury to the left-hand side to fight his Furies?
Okay, Scarbrand's almost dead. These guys are doing great. He doesn't have the Hellforge. He has such a peculiar army.
Yeah, it's mostly just a big old melee grinder. Now he does have the capture points, but I think this time you outvalue him more than enough. Ooh, Changefingers in melee was rough.
There we go.
That was the rampage, right? Alright, nice. So you want to get your Seekers of Slaneshan, and they are just a cleanup crew. So they're just gonna kill off routing units, charge guys in the back, get super value, and then capture the points for you. And then you should be good. Yeah, just gotta make sure the left side goes smoothly. Which it looks like it is. Wonderful.
Well, those are just Warhounds. Yeah, I don't think this guy's really got much of a hope of... Okay.
Gotta be careful though. Overconfidence is slow and insidious.
True, true.
The Exalted are actually a really good pick, by the way. They just mop up.
Oh yeah, well it's like once they get that bonus going, they just curb stomp literally everything.
Alright, so you want to unsummon that Changebringer as soon as you can. The low ammo one.
I'll let him finish up here.
And then Seekers on the left. Seekers can chase down his horsemen. So that's pretty nice. Alright, and then, yeah, time for the triple cap. You have more than enough value to get an easy triple cap. I wouldn't even unsummon the blues, just use them for capture.
Yep.
Alright, you can get another Seeker on the left for easy capture.
Oh, they have Vanguard deployment. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're real good. Apparently, they're OP enough to make Slanesh banned in domination, so. Or maybe not OP, but very strong. Alright, and I think it's just Seeker mop up now. I think that is like... That and Changebringers.
Yep.
Which, oh my goodness, they give you back so many points when you desummon them. Alright, so they should trade into the dogs. At least I think so.
I got Marauders.
Nice. You can get another Seeker summon. And then I would save up for another Changebringer unit.
Kind of a weirdly stealth nice thing about demons as well is that you kind of don't have to worry about unsummoning unless because your units just evaporate, so they just go straight back into the pool.
Yep.
Oh, my Seekers got ate by those Furies.
And they also just go to the pool way faster.
Yeah.
Alright, Changebringers in 2 seconds.
Hell yeah.
let's go. All right, and I think he has nothing left.
Yeah, no, this is I mean, I would guess right now he's saving up to like resummon Scarbrand or something. I don't know what he's.
Maybe. But yeah, the exalted Lord of Change just doesn't die.
No, he's. It's almost a little silly they gave him the portal cliff.
Scarbrand took a quarter of his HP off with the rampage.
Oh yeah, I mean if you
Brutal.
get his barrier off, you can mess him up, but he's surprisingly good at getting unstuck.
Yeah. Right, Changebringers can kill his Minotaurs. That should be pretty disgusting.
Oh, those are
Also
spawn.
most of his money. Oh, this is spawn. All right, they should still die though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Changebringers are crazy, man. Nice.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's fair. That was
Alright.
pretty. that was pretty one-sided.
Yep.
He didn't really have anything to deal with anything. Like,
Yeah,
GG though, GG.
It was a Marauder. It's just an all-ground army force, and he had Furies and Summons instead of in his main army.
he only had 2 though. Like he did
Okay.
not have tools to deal with anything.
This is just a build.
It's
thing. Good
it's
execution though.
yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Nice.
Hello, Such should they do a book on Abrash? I mean, yeah, for the old world, I will happily take as many books as they're willing to give us on anything. I don't even care. Abrash, sure, give it to me. I don't care. Just give me more. Skaven, I don't think so. Let's do demons again, and then we'll switch back to lizards.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's like a pretty. That's just like a pretty baseline
Yeah,
build, right?
pretty decent baseline build, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oop.
Now what would have been a big problem there? I'm trying to figure out, because like you did really well versus the horsemen. The cannon's actually so good for that. And then definitely 2 Changebringers.
Oh yeah. The Changebringers were the goats.
Yep.
I think it is very fair that you're only allowed to bring 2 of them in the game.
Seekers. You definitely want quad Seekers, which is really good. Oh,
Yep.
and it's Kislev. Okay, that might change things.
Okay, what do we need to worry about with old Kislev?
Alright, so they got the range build. You might still, this loadout isn't the worst. So Little Grom is his tool for killing off your stuff.
I mean, Pig Fire will be good for that, won't it?
Yeah, you could even bring like 2 casters to just spam Pink Fire like crazy. I don't know if that's I think you should be able to kill Little Grom with that.
So bring like a little guy on a disc.
Yeah, maybe. This might be excessive.
That's pretty expensive for just.
Yeah.
I don't. Think
Okay, you know what? Yeah, don't do that. Let's see here.
What else did we have?
So,
We had the
You had,
the Seekers were in the summons, right?
yeah, Seekers were in the summons. Quad Seeker is just good.
Oh,
They
we had Furies.
should-
That's what it was.
Oh yeah. Will Furies do well against Kislev?
Well, like
It
on
depends.
one hand, they could be good for like tying up certain things. I don't know if we need 3 of them though.
Yeah, I wouldn't take 3. If you're not rushing them, I don't think you need. I don't even know if you need them in your main army.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they'd be fine in reserve. So we could bring some maybe Seekers in the main army instead of all summon,
Yeah. Sure.
and then I guess just take another unit of blues.
Sure. Okay, reinforcing. You get 2 Seekers, and then. What do you want to do? You want infantry rush them? You know, plague toads. They probably just side to the cavalry, but I like the idea of instead of infantry, just have a bunch of toads rushing them.
I will. I mean, Barons of the Bog are really good.
Yeah.
Like,
Do they have missile resist?
no. I mean, they've got the physical resist, but they regenerate vigor to allies, and they also lower damage.
Like, I'm still worried about Little Grom.
Could go with some dogs, maybe.
I know the dogs trade down versus cavalry. You could take the ROR Screamers. So they have an ability that's kind of a wave attack. The 950 ones.
The Shrieking Satyrs, okay.
Yeah, so they have a wave attack that's good versus infantry, and they should help versus cavalry. Which is Kislev's that's their main thing.
Yeah,
you could take, what's it? Fiends. I heard Fiends are good. That's like so much cavalry, though. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have some infantry backup.
Yeah, you could just take Exalteds, right?
Yeah, just Exalted Bloodletters.
Yeah, you're really banking on them not dying to cavalry charges, but I think that's a solid.
I mean, they have a better chance of surviving cav charge than I think most of the others, except for like Plague Bearers. But Plague Bearers, then you're like, I don't want to lose value off the range attack.
Yeah.
We could take either we could take a unit of Pinks. We could take a Beast of Nurgle for just like having a debuff thing running around in reserve if we need it.
Screamer.
Take another Screamer. Okay.
Yeah, for the Screamer supported by cavalry, by Seekers is what you want to do. All right, here we go. I think this is okay. You're gonna have to micro your cannon as much as possible. So basically, if it's not shooting, you want to be dodging little Grom shots with it. That's basically it. It's just gonna come down to a big old micro battle.
We'll see how it goes. Jamonte Jones, hey, I have a question. How does Norska have enough people to overrun the Empire? They don't. No. Norska has enough people to do hit-and-run lightning raids on the Empire and run away before the Empire's, like, big armies respawn. Unless, like, all the tribes get together. But that's really rare. But there are pockets of places in Norska where you can survive. Like, it's hard living, but you can survive. And there are certain tribes that do pretty well for themselves, especially along the southern coast. Southern coast isn't that bad.
And there's like chill Norskins too, right? That just trade.
Yeah. The southern, well, they don't just trade. They also raid and they still do fighting and stuff, but they're also open to trading. And they have less antagonistic, like they only tend to raid when like they're desperate or they're like the current chieftain or king. Or Jarl or whatever is like, nah, fuck that, we're going back to Team Chaos. Let's put you guys over in the forest.
Alright, so blues can capture your closer point and get shot and they'll be fine. Seekers will probably be in the forest. Maybe like one Seeker in that forest on the left in case the blues get cavalry charged.
Okay. I think that's a good idea. And then we can put one over here with them.
Yeah.
I think it's actually going to be better to put this guy here, so he's not, because that hill will block his shots. Actually, maybe you should go over here. Probably a little better.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, here we go!
Wait, do we have any news on what the next patch is?
Not yet, but there's supposed to be info soonish.
Oh, alright. Yeah, someone in my chat is asking about stuff. I've got no news.
He's got Catherine on an ice sled.
Oh, interesting.
I don't see a little Grom yet. I do see a lot of ice guard.
Easy. Okay, well, like, yeah, I think you just shoot them with your cannon and you should be fine.
Fire a will.
And then, probably just spam blue fire on Catherine.
Pink fire, but yes. Oh, wait, no, you're right. It is blue fire.
Yeah,
Never mind, I'm stupid. Ignore me. I'm just dumb.
What spells does she have?
She has Icebane's Breath and the Magic Swords.
Okay. Alright, so I think, even though he has ranged, I think your Changebringers still outtrade his infantry because of how much damage they do.
Keep it.
Oh, he's got an Ice Lynx. Interesting. Okay.
This should be pretty good, though.
I'm so happy we got Catarin's sled. That felt like such an impossible thing that we were just begging for the longest time.
One of the W's. Alright, so your Seekers can kill the Ice Lynx if it charges in.
Ooh.
There's a spell, missile, or magic resist is amazing. Oh dang, he's going in with her. Okay, so you just melee her with your Lord. You can fight
just to
Catherine.
slow her down. What do I do with my... Where are you? There you are. Trying to get this nerd in a position.
Alright, you can probably get a fadeaway blue fire.
Let me get up in the air.
Actually, a blue fire the Ice Lynx. It should take 1,000,000 damage from it.
I see you hiding there.
Oh.
He just fucking missed. What a loser. Alright.
I think there's a thing where at close ranges it's very inaccurate. Ooh, you want to get some summons in.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, so Changebringers for sure.
Victory point.
And then,
Maybe more Exalted?
Bloodletters.
Yeah.
Alright, sick.
Really, bro?
Yeah, the aiming on this map is really,
It's got a big, like, weird hill in the very middle, which is odd.
I'll keep blue firing the Lynx. Or Catherine. Probably the Lynx?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kara. She's a big old fat target.
Yeah.
Are these...
Okay. He went super hard on the infantry. Alright, so yeah, the Changebringers should be able to just one-shot the infantry.
I'm just gonna start killing Kossars with my Seekers over on that flank.
Yep, yep.
If I can just get a second, I can get a really nasty... I can mess up his Ice Guard pretty good.
Looks like a cavalry are set up to charge them in the back. Alright, and then probably save up for another Changebringer. I don't think he'll have anything to take him out. We will need to evac with your artillery piece though. You do have Changebringers. They can kill all the cav.
Yep, bringing them over.
One of your units has been destroyed.
And then get another Seeker summon on the right side.
Get out of there, Bellows! Guys, don't stand there, please. Oh, my Seekers got, like, deleted by the pistols, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I think your Exalteds want to pull back, otherwise they'll just get shot up.
These ones, yeah.
Yeah, the forward ones want to pull back. Let's see here. Oh, did your Changebringers get shot up? I don't see
Yeah,
where they
the
are
ice guard eviscerated them.
I see. Make sure you don't get countercharged by Cav. Let's see here. Yeah, I probably just want to keep blue firing Catherine. She'll go down eventually.
If I could dive on here and get her... Ah, dang it, she got away. Oh, he's got Bear Cav now. Probably time for Shrieking Skyrays, maybe?
Screamers are good. Screamers are great. Watch out for your Exalteds in the middle. They're gonna get charged. Alright, should be able to kill the Barricab here.
I need to get those.
On the to the right side fight.
Yeah.
Left side's a little rough. All right, yeah, just get those clean charges in.
I'm gonna bring out some Furies to dive on the Ice Guard just to get them occupied.
Yep, and I would use one of your big spells to hit the Ice Guard or something, just so they
That's
don't
a good
shoot
idea.
you. All right, and your Lord can go into the fight too. He's great. Oh, watch cavalry, the friendly fire. Oh, looking a little bit rough.
I don't think I want to send him into that.
Let's see here. Is that unit of Ice Guard in the forest?
Yeah, he's layering them,
Okay.
which is what is causing me issues at the moment.
Ooh, that Catherine healing. Probably don't want to commit your screamers. I think you probably want to pull back and just regroup for a second.
I agree very, very much. Yeah, I think I want to
be able to reposition and take out the left side instead and just fight for that. And I would probably go for change bringers since he doesn't have too many range units left.
Gosh, she has a lot of health.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's see the army ability. You have
Ooh, fascination.
Okay, try to go for a Catherine snipe.
It's not very good versus single entities, is it?
Doesn't it rampage? Not
Oh,
anymore?
it does rampage. No, you're right.
Yeah, alright, so I'd pull back. Get the ROR Screamer, and then probably Fascination Catherine and try to snipe her.
That's
I
great.
think that's your only out. You are very down on units right now.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, he's almost overextended.
Yep. You can probably land with your Lord.
Now?
Yeah. Alright, Fascinator. Yep.
That takes a couple seconds to cast.
Yep. Alright, summon in some Seekers.
Oh, I forgot that is a weird targeted ability.
Yeah. Alright, get your Seekers in. You need them to help out in the fight. Very nice. Alright, all hands on deck. It's now or never.
No, we are grossly outnumbered. And she's got so much magic damage.
Yeah.
And I think we're kind of screwed.
I think so. I think losing the change bringer is just pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I think like the resummon on them is like that's where most of the value comes in.
This map actually was kind of a fuck for us because the Hellforge Bellows just couldn't hit anything. Like he was able to hide all of his units in the forest, and then the hill terrain, I couldn't see anything.
Like the Lost Seekers on the left side, which is just 1,000 gold. Alright, yeah, he got you.
Yeah.
GG. Oh, I got time for like 1 or 2 more games. And then I gotta head out and do some editing.
She has a lot of health on that Ice Chariot.
You know, I kind of wonder if he just went mass exalted, if he would have just overrun his range build.
Yeah, I think going a more aggressive, just in his face melee build probably would have been nice. Because those Ice Guard, like, I could not get anywhere near them. Because they were just overlapping each other nicely, and their magic shooting arrows were just, like, deleting my guys so fast. Alright, we'll do a Lizardmen game to wrap it up.
Aight, sounds good.
Yeah, the buy your blood passive is S tier in multiplayer, because even if your opponent completely overwhelms, your guys are unbreakable and hold the line long enough that, like, an overlapping unit can shoot the hell out of them.
Yeah, it's like Vampire Coast in their prime.
Okay, back to lizards. Major Iron. Let's anticipate going with.
Definitely want a lot of skinks in reserve.
Yeah.
And then you could do a quad chameleon skink start.
No. No, I refuse. I do.
Okay.
I do not have the micro to get good value out of that. I would flub that up inevitably. I could do 2, but
Sure.
I forget units exist, and you can't do that if you're gonna use chameleon skinks.
All right.
I'm gonna lock in my
let's
race to
lock and
see
what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, I can see what I'm up against here. Am I learning? Yeah, I think I'm learning pretty well. I mean, it's one of those things that like you really just gotta practice.
Yeah, there's a few, like Kislev is one of those factions where you really gotta have like a workshop build specifically for that. Specifically for that faction, otherwise it can just run you over.
Take Krokar? I don't think Krokar is that like I'd have to really build around him.
Yeah, and he's not like, he's basically just a slightly amped up Carnosaur.
Yeah. I really wish he had his discouraging attacks from single player. That would make him much more valuable. So Warriors of Chaos, so we're gonna need armor piercing out the wazoo.
Yes.
So
honestly, like the builds you've been taking would do pretty well versus Warriors of
yeah,
Chaos.
I do think Tilpogard is gonna be a good have. We're gonna want skinks. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
skink javelins are good.
I think Warriors don't trade particularly great. Croxigors trade really well into Chaos, generally speaking. Let's try one of those.
Make sure you have your cav.
Yes. Should probably put the cav in reserve.
Yeah. And definitely I would take a Scarvet. Definitely.
Yeah.
This is one of those matchups. That plus Mazamundi should be fine though.
Actually, he might work well in my initial army.
Yeah.
For the wrap up, I think we
you could take an Arc of Sotek.
Are they good now?
Last I checked, they were good. The poison attack's actually not bad.
Let's see how it goes. For the reinforcing army, I want Rippers.
Yep, Pterodons for sure.
Pterodons, yep. Actually, Pawhawks is going to be good in this matchup.
Yeah, Air Supremacy you can do for sure.
I think either a solar engine, if he doesn't have much in the way of like big flying stuff that we can summon in later, and it just like takes pot shots the rest of the game. Or another unit of Croxigors.
I would take the Croxigor.
Okay, so let's take.
Yeah, you have enough range where skirmishers won't cause you many issues, and then you can take a Sacred Croxigor to be fancy.
Well, I mean, I lose the anti-infantry bonus though.
Yeah, I guess.
Like it does. Like overall, it has better stats. So yeah. I don't. What is the anti-infantry bonus on these guys?
It could be good versus cavalry or other large units.
Yeah. Let's. Okay, we'll take this thing.
All right.
Okay. I think this looks decent. We'll see what happens. Beware horsemen. Well, that's what the skinks and pterodons are for.
Yeah.
And
Mazdamundi.
Mazdamundi.
Mazdamundi's terrifying. If you can net them and charge them with Mazdamundi and route them off the map, easy victory. Okay, now
Does Sotek
Urkund.
use the forbidden tech of the Banana Slon Siren Call? What even is that?
Banana Slon Siren Call.
I don't know which of the lore Slon has banana coloring.
I think it was. Let's see here. I can look right now. But so there's lore of life, there's lore of light. So it's one of those.
Yeah, that sounds like one of Turin's phrases that if you don't know exactly what he's talking about, it makes absolutely no sense.
It's not like they have anything special going for them. It's just life and light magic.
Rev Crystal? I would take a Rev Crystal if I was running like a Dread Saurian, or like, which I don't think a Dread Saurian would be terrible versus Warriors of Chaos, but it would just depend. Because like you want to have a big Chungus if you're investing in a Rev Crystal for multiplayer. Though I mean Mazamundi's a pretty big chunk, but Mazamundi can heal himself to his healing cap, so you don't need the Rev Crystal because you can only get so much healing.
It's percentile, yeah. But I would say on this map, like Chameleon Skinks on the right, everything else on the left. And then if he goes for your close point, you can just pull into the middle and you basically have a free surround on him.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, because you definitely have the skirmish going on. I don't think he can take you out mobility-wise on this map.
Actually, probably do want the Temple Guard a little closer on that side. Put Croc Scores more like here. Muscle can go there. Skinks come over here.
And first thing you want to do is check his Lord, see what spells he has, and decide if you send Mazamundi into the forest.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Which means they're not monstrous, and it's not Valkia.
Yep. Or he could have landed Valkia. You never know.
Does she have hide on foot?
I feel like she would.
Oh, he's Festus. Okay. So Mazamundi should definitely go over there.
Have a victory point. Keep it from the foe.
I would probably go for skirmishers now, your pterodons. And then probably
we got
shoot at
oh,
Festus.
double Shaggoth. Okay.
Ooh, I would be careful with Mazamundi.
Yeah, I will. But that's what all this other shit's for. Okay, so I think he's just gonna swarm the center point, or swarm the point over there and try and hold me off with the Shaggoths.
Yeah, I would just capture that point and then send your left army to the middle of the map.
Alright, if I can catch him out in the forest, he'll take some pretty major debuffs.
I would summon another pterodon rider.
Is it better to harass the Shaggoths or Festus?
Shaggoths for now. Actually, with 2 pterodon riders, I'd go for Festus.
Okay. Also,
like
if he's not paying attention, I can give the Severed Claw a really bad time.
Actually, they won't take that much damage.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because they're shielded and they're low entity count.
Yeah, you're right. I was curious.
Yeah.
That was for science. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Okay, we captured this. Everybody, let's go.
Alright, so 2 Shaggoths you can fight. Festus should slowly get chipped away now.
He's getting a little more than slowly.
Oh, dang. Alright, never mind. Nah, you got this. It's over. I'm calling it now. Let's see. What do you need to deal with then? If there's no Festus...
He's got throwing axes. Run away!
Probably summon your anti-large cavalry.
Funny enough, his barrier hasn't regenerated yet. Yeah, I think anti-large cav is a good idea.
Yeah, and they can start cycle charging his infantry. And yeah, you're about to get a big ol' flank on them. So you can just kind of march on in. You know, you could probably keep focusing Festus. I don't think one Marauder Horseman kills your flyers fast enough.
Okay, you say so. I'm gonna bully these. These are just Chaos Warriors. I can get a fat charge on them.
Yep, and then save up for your cav. And then probably charge Festus with Mazamundi. Like, I think you want to go for a killing blow. You have a net.
Yep.
So...
Just
You can net them down if you have to, or I would probably net the Shaggoths and then just massacre Festus, and then you should have a victory.
sounds like
Definitely just a
plan to me. Oh, wrong way.
Right. You might as well throw your AoE on the horseman since they're netted.
Good idea.
Okay, pull back with that pterodon that's getting focused. All right, and then you save up for Colossedons to deal with the big boys.
Oh,
All right, Colossedons, and then everything on the Shaggoths. And that should be enough of a decisive blow. You definitely want to get your Croxagores.
Yep,
and
they're
then
on it.
maybe run Mazdamundi through them. This double Shaggoth is a little bit spooky. I'd also move your Pterodons right on top of his guys so that they can hit a little bit easier.
okay, he just popped his like really big heal.
I see. Yeah, that's a bit of a sketchy fight. I'd actually pull away from that because the Severed Claw is a little bit spooky. Actually, you already committed. You can charge Mazdamundi in.
Okay.
And then probably desummon your Pterodons, yeah. Now, I think you still want to try and focus Festus if you can.
Yep. Okay. Well, trying to get to
Actually, Shaggoth is way lower. Never mind. Go for the Shaggoth. Let's see, where are your Temple Guard at? You definitely want them in there.
They're right here.
Oh, okay, they are in there. Oh, okay, you're fine then. Ark of Sotek would also be okay then there.
Okay, I'm gonna start bringing him over. He just finished up a warrior chaos unit.
Do you have a rock drop? Oh, you do. Nice. Definitely want to pull Mazdamundi back. He's getting focused. Nice. Alright, cycle charge Mazdamundi back in to kill off that Shaggoth. Okay, summon probably javelins. I
Okay.
think javelins kill it here because they're ranged attacks and kill everything. Okay, pull Mazdamundi back. You wanna like just babysit cycle charge with them. Maybe increase his leadership. Whoa. And heal him up. Woo! Alright.
I'm gonna go flatten this group over here. Oh god. This big bitch on me.
Hey, very spooky, but he lives. Alright, and then your javelins can just kill the Shaggoth. Alright. Sick, you're good. It was a little sus, but you're good. Do you have the poison effect on your guy back?
Not yet. Now I do.
Okay, nice. That should do a lot of damage. Resummon your Pterodons. Like you have the infantry advantage, so you can just summon range units like crazy now. Okay, and then you want to send Mazdamundi in again.
Okay.
Just make sure you pull back right away, cause he'll target him right away. But he's just a solid bait. And more javelins. Alright, and now you should be good. Oh, do you have a net? You can net the horseman and hit him with the spell.
I've got one better.
Ooh, nice, nice. Mega value. Alright, so that should have them gone. Let's see, Skinks are running out of ammo. Definitely want to summon more Skinks. Probably desummon both chameleon skinks.
Oh, the other one are...
Keep
like,
cycle charging with Masamundi. You also have a Pterodon way in the back of his lines that can be desummoned.
Yeah, that's good, Oh, finally, the fucking... whatever those are gone.
Woo, alright, nice. Very good Masamundi babysitting.
I think I'm gonna bring in the Sacred Cruxigors just for some more, like, big armor piercing. Oh, good. Scar Veteran here is just gonna escort this big bitch off the battlefield.
Yep. Then Masamundi can just stick on Festus. And then you're basically good. I would just focus on capturing the left point with maybe like a Javelin skink unit.
Yep.
He has cavalry there, so maybe that's a bit too risky.
I can counter them with this.
Yeah, and then your right side army should just start pushing forwards into his point. And definitely I would get another Pterodon rider to escort Festus off the map.
He's not broken, he's just backing up.
Yeah, well, like, you can definitely kill him with the Pterodon somehow.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay.
Damn it! They were broken and then they rallied.
Let's get some chameleon skinks on the left side.
Oh, I summoned my Pterodons on the wrong side like an idiot.
All goodies.
Okay, good news is we got rid of the enemy cavalry unit.
Oh, dang. Was this cav not targeting on you? Wait, no, that's a marauder.
Yeah, I think he may have thrown the marauder in the way.
Oh, yeah, the cavalry's, it's on your point. That should be fine, though. Okay, get another chameleon skink on the left side. We don't wanna lose by tickets again.
Yeah.
Alright, sick.
Okay, Festus is at his heal cap. I do need to beware here.
Yeah, or Scar Veteran can come back into the fight. He's done chasing. Alright, yeah, you should be good. Pterodon should be able to kill off Festus. Although I will say he lasted a lot longer than I thought he would. I think your Arc of Sotek should be off cooldown too.
Not yet.
Almost? No. Not yet.
Okay, they're out of ammo. I'm just gonna have them kind of chase or mess with these cavalry to give Mazda Money a little breathing room. Get Scar Veteran on the Chaos Trolls. Throw Mazda Money into this fight.
You want to move your Pterodons on top of Festus so that they can't be dodged. Right, nice. Pterodon riders are probably fine.
Hellstrider.
There's something on the left side that you might want to kill.
Yeah, what do we got? Chaos Armor.
Okay. Yeah, so you can just skirmish away from them and then hit them with the Pterodons.
Okay, Festus is basically dead.
Alright, nice. A little bit spooky with Masamundi almost routing.
Yep, but we're doing okay. Oh yeah, okay, he's dead, so now I can start harassing the various cavalry units, start unsummoning more things.
Yeah, you should be in the clear now.
You bully them, fly down on them.
I'd probably start making a move towards this point.
Yep.
His third capture point, just to be safe.
Also gonna go ahead and get a bunch more skinks out.
Yeah. Then again, I guess technically it would be a safer play to just sit on 2 points.
It's alright, he dipped out. I don't think there was too many stuff to deal with. Well, that went really well. I'm feeling really good about my Lizardmen.
Yeah, I think like you basically you basically got a build there, right? Scarvet and Mazamundi's just a sick combo.
Yeah, they got wow, look at that. The Temple Guard got 3,200 value. Oh my lord.
It just sat on the Shaggets.
Temple Guard were just beating the balls out of everybody.
Yo, sick. How'd your skinks do?
They paid for themselves. I mean, these guys are cost 450. They got 600 value. These guys a little bit less, but they're also full health. And these guys 750, Bastildon 1,000 on the Croc score, so it paid for itself. 300, 800, 600, 700, 300. Pterodon's 2,000. The Sentinels. These ones 1,300.
That's just Festus.
Yeah, that's just Festus. Them just poking him to death. But the drop rocks on the Marauder Horsemen actually went really well too.
Someone asking how you killed the Severed Claw. It was just a Temple Guard, right?
Yeah, the Temple Guard very slowly beat them to death.
All
just
right.
just through sheer numbers. But I mean, they got excellent value. Those in the Aspiring Champions he summoned were pretty durable. Aspiring Champions didn't do a whole lot, but they held the line for a good while. But yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased. I won more than I lost today, so you know.
Are you gonna play in a single faction tournament as Lizardmen now?
I think I will actually. Yeah.
Hey, yo, when is the next one?
That's
I also should be playing.
Yeah, that's the main goal for me, is to get back into playing like in tournaments at least.
Let's see here. So, okay, he doesn't have one up yet, but next time that shows up, maybe we can both play.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right, sick.
Yeah, I think this worked out pretty good. All right, cool beans.
All right, well, I'm gonna dip then.
All right, I'm gonna chat with chat for just a minute, and then I will also probably go take a lunch break or something.
All right, wonderful. See ya.
Yep, thanks for the games. And the advice and everything else. Okie dokie. Well, that was fun. Hopefully you all had a good time, chat. I'm not as rusty necessarily as I feared I was. Dom is so interesting to me because it's such a unique format. But yeah, we'll continue to get better. I think I'll definitely end up experimenting more with some different builds. Like, I'd really like to make a good Tehiniwan build. I feel like you can make a solid Tehiniwan build between the major buffs. The Engine of the Gods got some, like, big buffs. Because the, like, laser beam attack is, like, way faster now. So it's a lot harder to dodge. So I feel like you could do a Tehiniwan Engine of the Gods build. And between Flock of Doom, the Engine Blast, and Tehiniwan's... Because Tehiniwan has, like, a really nice ability. I don't know if it actually... Hold on, let me see if it's actually going to be multiplayer viable. So the Plaque of Sotek... I mean, 21 seconds is a pretty good amount of time for a 20% ward save. Like, that's not nothing. Blade of the Serpent's Tongue, I mean, giving poison to everyone around you, also really fucking sick. Like, I feel like if you ran Tehiniwan on an Engine of the Gods and you made him mostly naked, I don't think Wild Heart's worth it, because, like, you tend to run out of magic relatively fast. Like, I think when it comes to, like, power recharge, you can do without it a lot of the time. You could probably do without Stand Your Ground. I mean, he's still very expensive, but I think he's fucking amazing. Like, I feel like he would be really gross. If you could play, but with him, I feel like you have to take a Rev Crystal. That way you've got, like, a good source of heals. So I feel like if you were to run, like, Tehiniwan, a Rev Crystal, and then you could build out your army from there. Yeah, that was a good time. So as far as scheduling and stuff for, like, the remainder of the day and all that jazz, big things are that if you are a fan of the Lorebeards podcast, I have updated all of the episodes. So every single episode of Lorebeards podcast is now on all of your favorite streaming platforms if you prefer to listen instead of watch. In my experience, I think watching is a better experience. But if you're someone that just likes to listen to podcasts, for those of you that care, I've updated that. So over the course of the next couple days at 6 a.m. CST, all the missing episodes will be coming out. And that includes the goofy ass bonus episodes, like the tier list stream and stuff. But I think I'm gonna do at least one multiplayer stream a week. At least one. Will be the goal. Maybe we'll do multiplayer Mondays. So we might mess around with some multiplayer Mondays. The RTK clan hosts newbie tournaments on weekends. What time/day would you are those?
If you were tasked with giving
I would love to do some newbie tournaments.
Unique faction mechanic, what would you give them?
Chaos Dwarfs, I honestly think, are kind of one of those races that I don't think really necessarily needs one. Because they all have like really powerful gimmicks within their faction. Of like Zatan has like they all have a unique bonus to certain kinds of structures. Within the like Chaos Dwarf hierarchy building thing. And they also are the Tower of Zar. And they also all have like some really solid unique gimmicks. Yeah, you can share links, that's fine. Just don't post porn or whatever. But yeah. There's also the Zatan gets an additional convoy. That's really nice. All this stuff. Yeah, Total Tavern. I think I'm still technically something on here. Like I'm able to make tournaments. I haven't hosted a tournament forever. Maybe that's something we'll get back to, though I don't want to deal with it right now. Okay, there's actually quite a few new player tournaments. Oh, goodness. Which one is... Does it literally just say RTK in the name? Because there's like a bunch of these. The one I sent... Oh, wait. Did this pull up a specific one? Hold on. Let me reopen that link. Ah, there we go. For some reason, the first time I opened the link, it took me to a different page. Okay. It's at 10 a.m. on the 18th, which would be Saturday. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, it starts at 11. How long does it take? Typically, because I have a decent amount of time, but not like a crazy amount of time. Thunder Tusks are banned? Damn, are Thunder Tusks that bad? Well, it's funny playing Lizardmen because you look on here and see that there are no concerns or issues with Lizardmen whatsoever. Wrathmongers are limited to 1 per army, so Wrathmongers are pretty good. Okay, yeah, so we'll sign up for this tournament. Sure.
X100.
Cool. That'll be what we'll do Saturday morning.
Rephrase that. If you were forced with a gun to your head to give each troll fellow a unique mechanic, what would you give them? If you refuse, you are shot and sent to eternal damnation.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a pretty extreme escalation of stakes there. What I would do for unique gimmick for each of them, I'd want it to be fairly simple and straightforward. what I would do for Astrogoth Ironhand is I would give him. I would probably want to give him a mechanic around the priesthood. Am I gonna stream? Yeah, I'll stream. I'll stream it. So I will stream the. Actually, I'm gonna make a note of it. That we are going to. Yeah, the RTK tournament will be Saturday morning's stream. So I'll just make a little note here. Because it starts at 11 a.m. actually. 11 a.m. CST. Saturday. That works. Because the things that I do on Saturdays that I'd have to leave for would be at 6 p.m., which means as long as the tournament takes less than 7 hours, I'm fine. But I would give Astrogoth Astrogoth Ironhand a priesthood of Hashit mechanic, where he is able to move around. He's able to deal with and control the sorcerer prophets with a unique thing. Like there's like a hierarchy of the sorcerer prophets, and he's able to kind of give them kind of like the officer system, but obviously a little tweaked and made make sure that it's like fun and good. So making sure that it's at least on par with like the Vampire Coast and Wood Elf offices. But I would probably essentially give him an officer system to represent him like rising up sorcerer prophets in favor in the Cult of Hashit. Then for Drazoth, Drazoth the Ashen, you would want to do a mechanic based around the Black Tower, or the Black Tower, or the Black Fortress, whatever it is. So I would probably. That's tough. I would probably have it where the Black Fortress has a unique. You know what I do? I would steal the Athel Tamara mechanic from Eltharion the Grim. So I would have it where the Black Fortress has like all of these different like parts of it that you can unlock using some kind of special resource or one of the various resources that the Chaos Dwarves have access to. And that you have to like clear out the different like you have to build up the Black Fortress, dig down into the mines beneath it and stuff like that, and you're able to get various upgrades that improve all of your Black Fortress units. So your all of the Infernals, I'd also have like buffs for Overseers and Infernal Castellans. So like he's able to get all sorts of powerful buffs and unique gimmicks for them, and also improves his like defensive siege systems through that mechanic, as well as empowering himself. And then for Zetan the Black, Zetan, you could either do a system that revolves around him having to like report to Gorth the Cruel. So like Gorth assigns you unique and special missions that you have to fulfill. And in exchange for fulfilling them, you get like specialized rewards. Or I would play around with I feel like you would want to do something with Gorth. I would definitely want to do something with his master, Gorth the Cruel. So I would probably have a thing where like you have like Gorth's favor, and like there's different thresholds that you have to charge up. And if you meant like as you continue to impress him, he gives you more and more goodies. And maybe like at the I'd probably do that. And like have it where Gorth like further or supplies you with powerful things from Zarnagrand itself. So you get various buffs to like all of your different artillery war machines and your Cathay, as he reinforces you with like the best things that he's able to manufacture from the city itself. So Astrogoth with his mechanic, you know, would probably spec a little bit more into like sorcerer prophets, Kadai, and Kadai and your like bull centaurs and stuff like that as you're like dealing with the cult and like your monsters. Zatan's mechanic would probably revolve a lot about impressing your one big boss. So getting like lots of goodies to enhance your like your demon smiths, and your overseers and sorcerer prophets as like better and better generals are sent to work under and alongside you, and also lots of buffs for like the things that he creates. So mostly like all the different kinds of war machines. And then I would have Astrogoth with his big Black Fortress mechanic, and he upgrades it, makes it crazy, and it has a big focus on buffing like your Overseer Lords, Infernal Castellan heroes, and then everything with Infernal in the name. So I think that would be fine. How scary would Wurzak be in the lore if he gave his army magic attacks like he did in game? I mean, you could argue that that's something he would essentially do in the lore, is that he could get his lads all hyped up on the wah, and as they get like really crazy and going, that magic starts to, that wah energy starts to quite literally start to like get on their weapons and stuff and starts to make them real nasty. What I honestly think a lot of the like crazy character abilities tend to be better represented in Total War than they are in tabletop, but it depends. Some characters not so much, some characters yes. But like I think Wurzak's interpretation in Total War is a little better than his tabletop representation. The only thing he can't do in tabletop that is a shame, or the only thing he can't do in Total War that's a shame, is he can't actually use the Squiggly Beast curse. Even though it's hysterical, like the ability for him to just be like, "Roar!" at an enemy caster and they just turn into a squiggly beast, which is hilarious. But anyway, so oh, Splunky, well, thank you, I appreciate that. So I think we're gonna. I realized today was a bit of a short stream. I apologize, but you know, ENTICITY's got other stuff to do. So what I would like to do is I would like to go work on a video. Because I'm almost done with the Kislev rework proposal video, so I'd like to go finish that script. And then I'd also, supposedly my High Elf DLC proposal video, is almost done. Should be done today or tomorrow, so that'll be coming out pretty soon. But I'd like to get the Kislev script finished and maybe even recorded. That would be super nice. But we did really well today.
Yotam 9 X100 Loremaster of Sotek. Total War's representation of Valels is much better than tabletop. I especially like Techless.
I agree with you up until the Arcane Phoenix. The Arcane Phoenix has no business being a mount for Techless. But outside of that edition, I agree with you. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. Though before I leave, I'm gonna find somewhere for us to raid. I will be back in a few hours, but we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy XIV this evening. So, which is a great time if you're like, I want to ask Sotek questions and ramble at him about things and want to know what he thinks about X, Y, or Z. Those are very, very good streams to just like come by and chat, because they tend to be a little chill. Or if you just like story and watching me like theorycraft about shit that's happening and hitting the fan, all that, could also be good for that. But if that's not interesting to you, that's totally fine. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. CST, we will be continuing our Gorbad Ironclaw campaign. We have just started our war with the Empire, and the Empire is strength rank 1, so I'm going to be declaring my next WoW on them. So shit is hitting the fan, to say the least. So if you're like, and I'm running like thematic armies on a very hard campaign. So like our all Night Goblin themed army did not do well against the ogres, but our all Spider army is doing great. It is terrorizing Kislev. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, then I hope you'll consider joining us tomorrow morning for that. But I've got my schedule up on the YouTubes, but I'm gonna go ahead and send y'all off on some raids. YouTube, let's go. Oh, Mercy's playing Mordheim. That's pretty cool. Mordheim's a fucking awesome game. And then Twitch, what is Papa doing? He's just rambling. Oh, it looks like he's got other people in there with him. Okay. I generally don't like to raid into like lots of people. Fuck it. Let's raid Lena. I haven't raided Lena in forever. Hopefully she's doing well. All right, I'll see you guys later. Like I said, I'll be back later tonight for Final Fantasy. Until then, please take care. Have a lovely day. Love your faces. Bye-bye.